Hi folks, just got through my first historical ale of Scotland, the Roche Heather Ale, and I'm thinking about it to myself, what I thought of it. Now, it took me a little while to drink because it's a craft brew, and when I have a craft brew, I take my time with it. Wasn't drinking it every second, and most sips I was taking were small, and I was like really savoring the flavor. And I found that since it's called Heather Ale, obviously the flavor I was tasting the most was the heather, but I didn't know what heather would have tasted like. It tastes nice. And when it comes to dry beers, I've had 2 in my life so far, and in this order: Molson Dry and then Labatt Extra Dry. And with dry beers, the way your lips taste afterwards isn't as dry as I'm going to tell you, but kind of a dry similar to like having cotton mouth. But then with dry beers, the idea is there's no aftertaste. Now this brew, it's dry in a sense because after this sips, my lips don't feel like extremely wet, but like most beers would give them kind of like a, wetness to them in a sense, but they weren't leaving my lips like extremely dry or nothing. And then again, it's not a dry beer because you could taste the flavoring in it, and it was a lovely brew, folks. Just by having that one alone, I would like to get a couple more of those gift sets. It was delicious. And yeah, you could really taste the heather in it, whether you know what heather tastes like beforehand or not. And then in the background at times, there was a little bit of like a herbalness taste to it that was hinting on being a little bit spicy, but not a peppery spice or anything like that. And it was delicious. It had a nice coloring to it, and it felt really like earth and environment friendly, and it really felt like I was one with the fields of Scotland, and it was just a really beautiful thing that I recommend you to give a try if you can. Lovely, and I felt like I was one with like the Scottish lands. It was beautiful. Cheers.